Hi friends, have you seen a person who is always dissatisfied, complaining, shouting, yelling, always shows a negative reaction in any sort of situation? Or you have experience with a person who is very positive, calm, handle the things in a very assertive way. You must have experienced such persons in your life either in a professional field or in the personal field. Why it happens? Why two extremes of such behavior in any individual in their personal and professional life? This is because the degrees of variation in the emotional intelligence. Some people handle their emotions very perfectly, very correctly, but some people fail to understand their emotions, how to handle, how to manage it. Friends, my name is Prakriti Mahanti. Welcome to my channel PMRTHRT. Today we are going to discuss about emotional intelligence. What is emotional intelligence and why it is so important? It is a very vast topic. We are going to just touch upon the essence of emotional intelligence today. Emotional intelligence is nothing. It means how intelligently you are handling your emotions in any kind of situation. How strong you are from inside. What is your reaction time to any response? What is the meaning of it? That means in any conversation, it is not necessary that is always pleasant. There may be some critical discussions. In those situations, or in your office, any conference is going on, any meeting is going on, or some discussions are going on, what is your reaction when some criticism comes to you? Are you handling it positively or are you handling it a very negative way? Emotions, like you must have experience in a daily life. Even if you give a very small example, also when you are even traveling in an auto, you might find people showing very aggressiveness for the small space also. In the train also, you must have experienced such kind of people. In the office, it is a very common phenomenon in corporates. Lot of people shows their bossisms, shouting, yelling, throwing things here and there. It doesn't justify anything. It doesn't justify neither position nor personal greatness. It simply shows how these people are emotionally low or unable to handle the emotional intelligence. It is said that, friends, you get a job because of the IQ, that is intelligent quotient. But to sustain in that position, to get the promotion, EQ is very much essential. You may find a lot of technical people very good in technical. They knows in and out or out of technicalities in their field. But when the question of managing self and managing team is concerned, it's a major failure. In personal life also, misunderstanding develops because of this. You must have read in newspapers and came across with the TV also. There are a lot of students who commit suicide because of they didn't get the marks they desired in the exams. Some students left the home. They failed to face the failures. This is simply because of the degrees or low level of emotional intelligence. Recently, I met a boy who was he came to me working in a company. He was under terrible anger. The reason was his lady boss pointed out something in his work. And he was not in a position to accept the criticism. He quit the job. There are a lot of examples where people requesting for the reconsideration after left the job, because in that situation when they left the job they were not in a position to understand themselves, manage themselves, nor they understand the situation of others. It's a total failure on their part so far emotional intelligence is concerned. Every emotional suffering tells us that we are thinking in a wrong way, or you can say we are not thinking in the right way. And it tells us to go into the deep inside and replace the false thought into the truth. And it only happens when we stop blaming others for our own conditions. Daniel Goleman, a world famous psychologist who has developed emotional intelligence, he has given 5 characteristics to develop the emotional intelligence. First one is self awareness, self management, motivation, empathy, and social skills. What is self awareness? It means you must be aware about your own self. You should understand what is your weakness, what is your strength, at what point you get dissatisfied, what point triggers you to go in a very negative way, force you to react in the negative way. If you do not understand it, what happens? You started developing the thoughts in that way. Even if you realize what is right, what is wrong, but you can't do the right thing because your thoughts are in that way. It forces you to do the things in the wrong way. So it is better to understand your strength, because everybody inside is pure. The inner qualities of any individual is pure. We pollute the thoughts, and thoughts becomes our behavior. So we need to understand what is the strength and what is the weakness. For an example, suppose you get a new project. There is some change occurs in your company and they bring some new projects where they wanted you to involve. Without understanding it, you started resisting it. It will not work for you in that way. You need to understand what is this project is into, where your strength is, and how you are going to fit into that project. And accordingly, you have to develop your team. This is very important. Self management is you manage yourself first, then regulate. A simple meaning: understand yourself, then manage. So, self management in emotional intelligence plays a very major role. Self management also, you can take any example. Suppose you want to do something in your life, or you want to go for the jogging in the morning, but you can't able to get up in the morning. Even you put the clock in alarm mode, the alarm is going on, but still you can't able to get up from the bed. This is all because of the self management is not proper. You have to be very focused on it. You need to find out your strength, you need to find out your weakness, and you need to focus about it. The second part is self regulation. What is self-regulation? Self-regulation is kind of things how you are going to react to the situations, how appropriately you are react to the situations, like where to show the anger, how flexible you are to handle the situations. If anybody said anything, you take it in a very sportive way, then you definitely going to work on it, and it's very useful when the team management is concerned. Regulation of self, what is it? When some discussion is going on, some criticisms are coming also. It's not always that you are going to get the flowery words. How flexible you are to handle those criticisms and make those criticisms in a very positive way or use in a very positive way for the development of yourself and the team. This is very important. Third point is motivation. What is motivation? Rather, self motivation. Motivation here means self motivation means you have to make I am possible from impossible. Don't start the things that it cannot happen. Start the things, yes, it will happen. I can do this. You have to motivate yourself. For that, self awareness is very important. Self regulation is also important. If you are aware about your strength and you regulate your behavior accordingly, then automatically you can develop a strategy and you get a motivation to go ahead. And if you motivate yourself, you can motivate anybody. If you can't motivate yourself, you never motivate your team. This is very, very important. The fourth point is empathy. Empathy is nothing but to understand or to feel others' feelings. That means you have to put yourself in others' shoes to understand their problems. The best example you can see in the TV serials, like sometimes you cry after seeing a serial. You are not involved in that serial, but your involvement is so deep into the character that you felt like you are doing it, you are feeling it, and you started crying it. In the same way, when you are handling any team or family members, you need to understand their situation, their position, their problems. And if you do not understand, started giving your opinions, it will not help. So empathy is very, very important, friends. The last one is social awareness. We are human animals or human beings. It is said that human beings are social animals. What is the meaning of it? That means we are staying together. You can see in any society, people are staying together. They help each other. They celebrate any sort of puja kind of things, whatever. They celebrate together. They understand each other's position, situation. That's why they're helping each other. In the office also, you need to understand the situation of your subordinates. What is their family condition? How to help them out? Where to be flexible? Where to be little strict? You need to understand that. Social responsibility mostly depends on your networking. How strong your networking is. How much you are, connecting with the people around you in the society, in the outside. These are some characteristics given by the Daniel Goleman for the improvement in the uh, emotional intelligence. Emotional intelligence, friends, mostly it is inside us. It is not an outside factor. We have to develop our inner qualities. everybody by born or by birth, the innate qualities are very poor and we have to maintain it. It doesn't matter what position you are, what salary or what is your income maybe, but in that position, how you are enjoying or how much you are enjoying in that position is important. You may be a very good position, but you never enjoy that position. You show aggression to everyone, always complaining. That means you are unable to handle that position. So, friends, it is always better what position, you know, like you may have a small car, but when you are sitting inside, you enjoying sitting inside, driving in your car. But if you have a big car also, if you can't able to enjoy the ride, it doesn't have any meaning. So, emotional intelligence tells what position you may be, you should enjoy that position. Thank you, friends. This much um, from emotional intelligence. It's a very vast topic. So, we'll come up with more examples on it, more detailing on it. So, thank you so much. And if you have not subscribed my channel, please do subscribe. Thank you.